Hey, it's Coolio if you don't know. Welcome back to Let's Play Red. Last time we got a bit of a starting plot dump. We have met a couple of people, including an archeress named Karen and a marionette named Amy, who seems to be telling us that the world is going to end in 7 days if we don't go to the Red Altar and stop this mess. So let's see about doing that. Apparently there's someone behind this door who can help us with that. Karen, this is a surprise. Who are these two? Good afternoon, Natalie. These are Sophia and Amy, new acquaintances of mine. They're actually in a similar situation to you as at the moment, and we thought we'd combine forces for a while. Alright, well, come on in. I'll prepare some tea. Okay, basically the issue is that Amy and Natalie want to get to the mainland. Yes, I came here to gather samples for Mystic research, but found when I got here that there was no longer any way to get back. I have to gather information from the mainland to stop the world from ending. Sorry, what? I think you might have to explain this one to them, Amy. Some time passes, and then... This is why I want to access the mainland. There should be information available in the other towns. The Red Altar, huh? Well, it's certainly true that the town mystic should know something about this. My master is the mystic of Terraria, so it might be good to start with him. Your master? Does that make you an apprentice or a familiar? An apprentice. I know a couple of arts, but nothing to get me home. The standard way to access other locations is through a mystic art called Portal. It's a pretty simple incantation that allows a mystic to create a gateway to locations they've been before. Amy and I haven't been to any places off this island. Well, that's where Natalie comes in. With her, we should be able to open a portal to Terraria. Excellent! When do we leave? That's the tricky part. I don't know Portal. Karen doesn't know any art at all, and I take it neither of you two do either. That's correct. I have some knowledge of this stuff, though. My grandfather was this town's mystic. Basically, what we need is a portal script. Anyone can read a script and learn the art enclosed within that way. It's much faster than teaching this stuff normally and doesn't require a dedicated teacher, but the scripts can be expensive to create. The issue is that there's no mystic store in this town. That's normally where you would go to buy art scripts. Wasn't your grandfather this town's mystic? Surely there would have been some scripts left behind. I'm afraid the way he operated involved writing scripts as they were ordered. Sales here were too infrequent to maintain a stock of scripts like other mystics do. However, there may be some scripts left behind. He kept a small number of scripts around for emergencies. Portal is a popular emergency art, so I wouldn't be surprised if there was a copy locked away in an underground storage area. When we went to catalog everything after he died, we found that a monster had moved in there. It was deemed too dangerous to deal with at the time, but I thought the four of us might be able to do something about it if we prepare adequately. That's why I wanted you to meet Natalie. Working together might make this plan a possibility. It's a fire-based creature, so getting some ice arrows from the weapons store might not go amiss either. I also know some ice-based art that might come in handy. I really don't like the sound of this. This seems like an idea that'll end up getting us killed. Amy? I will take care of it myself. I didn't really want others to get involved in the first place, and I especially don't want to put others' lives at risk. This is my responsibility after all. Is what I'd like to say, but I don't think I'm strong enough to take something that dangerous out. I'll leave it up to you, Sophia. Well, I don't like it. Is there anything else we can do? There may be. Portal is a basic art used to move from place to place and generally the most convenient, as anyone can learn a basic art if a script is available. There are other forms of art, however, that also have a method of creating a gateway between places. Yes, can you explain this, Natalie? Okay, there are 5 forms of art that vary in how they're learned or used. There are 3 I see as relevant here. Basic art, as I've already explained. There is also jewel art and spirit art. And what are those? Jewel art is special as it does not require knowledge of a particular technique nor mystical energy to use. Instead, it's used by casting precious stones. The combination of the stones that used affects the outcome. I believe an emerald and a sapphire are necessary to produce the jewel art equivalent to Portal. That is correct. Just a moment. Yay! We got us a sapphire and no emerald. Oh well. I'll entrust this to you. Be careful with it though. Gemstones disappear after you use them in a jewel art and I don't have another. Well, I'll try to be careful. To complete the combination, an emerald is also necessary. Thankfully, it's the easiest of the 4 gemstones to find. Well, why can't we find one of these emeralds? There is a cave to the north of this town. Are you familiar with it? In a manner of speaking. Anyway, there is a section of the cave occupied by gem hoarders. They are creatures that dig out and store precious stones. They can be rather tough, but if you manage to kill a few, you should be able to find at least 1 emerald in the process. More fighting. Well, it's certainly worth considering, Natalie. You mentioned something about spirit art? Yes, although I don't know all that much about it. The basic concept is fairly simple, though. Essentially, spirit art is a type of art that has evolved naturally in certain mystical creatures. But not all forms of art used by mystical creatures is spirit art, but many are. An example would be the regeneration ability of that monster we fought earlier. Anyway, the exact way these creatures pass on spirit art to one another isn't precisely known. However, certain items exist that allow us to learn spirit art simply by observing a mystical creature perform it. And on that subject, I have something for you too. And we get a ritual knife. This was a tool owned by my grandfather. It's not great as a weapon, but if you're using it when a mystical creature uses a spirit art, there's a chance you'll learn it and be able to use it. A chance? What sort of chance? Approximately 1 in 4. It's a fairly old knife. Well, that's not too bad, I guess. If we can find something that can use Portal. It won't be Portal, that's the basic art name for this. However, I did see an odd creature when exploring the island before. An enormous floating eye. It teleported away when it saw me. The gazer, yes. If we can corner one of those and keep it alive for long enough for it to teleport away, we could gain that power. According to its providing it's flexible enough to allow us to use it to get to Terraria. Well, yes. Plus, we'd probably have to encounter a few of them first, unless we're really lucky. 1 in 4 chance, remember. This does sound like a better plan than the other 2, though. Alright, shall we try this? Sounds good. Sounds good to me. I'll come along with you just in case you decide to go after the monster under Karen's house after all. Plus, you'll need me with you to be able to travel to Terraria. Alright, that's confirmed then. To recap, we can fight a vicious monster in the vault under my house. We can fight gem hoarders in the cave to the north to get an emerald, or we can try to track down gazers while wielding the ritual knife and get them to teleport away. Alright, I think that's about everything covered. Let's wrap this up. 10 minutes later, we're here. Uh, yeah, so that was a lot of plot. And, I'm gonna save. You know what? I'm gonna save to the second slot. Just in case there's some sort of terrible issue with the recording. Well, let's start by seeing exactly how vicious this thing is. And the sinister music begins. Oh goodness. Well, that's vicious. Alright, let's see what we can do with this guy. Also, I totally forgot to change Karen's weapon, but I don't think it's going to matter. Yeah, she is big time dead. Wow. That would one-shot everyone but Sophia. Whoa. Alright, well, Natalie, let's try using Blizzard here. Not great, but it helps a little bit. Yeah, I have no doubt in my mind that this is totally not going to work. And I think we used the sapphire for that art. Yeah, I do believe so. So, you know, Amy is now kind of not particularly useful in this fight anymore. Especially if the Fire Goblin is going to dodge my stuff. Natalie, who had that Blizzard attack, no longer can do anything because she has collapsed. Of course, there is no escape. It's a very good thing that I saved, because I would not want to go through all of that dialogue again after trapping myself in this encounter. Well, let's see if some miracle happens that I'm able to defeat this guy, but I can guarantee it's not gonna happen, especially... Come on. Will you stop with the dodging? Come on. Come on, Fire Goblin. Come on. Come. The on. On. Did you just attack twice in the same turn? You're a jerk. Oh boy. And everything goes red. Yep. Totally expected that to happen. I have a better idea. First, let's make sure everyone is equipped with something. Wow. That is a big hit on all of my stats. Carries a weak curse. Yeah, obviously it does. Goodness. Okay, so the leather armor has higher defense but offers no resistance. Does Amy have equipment? Blink dress. That's the dodge chance. Well, she can have the bracelet, I guess. Oh, you have no armor. Well, here. If I had known. Also, I'm kind of low on arrows. I just noticed this. I'm going to go back and buy a stock of arrows, now that I've noticed this. Now, that's kind of Karen's whole manner of attack here. Let's go buy 50 of those, might say 20 of those. Wow, you expect the maximum to be 99, but no, it just lets you go on and on. My 50 of those. Okay, this... yeah, the shot bow has higher attack, but only gets one attack, so... I think I'm going with the gotta go with the carved bow for this. And save again. And let's go off on a wild adventure. And by wild adventure, I mean the Danger Cave back in the Cape to the north. Oh, and there's a gazer here, and I don't have the ritual knife. Need a ranged weapon to attack from the back row. Is that right? Well, it's good to know that we have to deal with the whole front row, back row mechanic in this game. Fortunately, Karen does have a ranged attack. And the spirit travel is what we'd be looking for if I had actually thought to equip the ritual knife. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and give the ritual knife to Natalie here. And see if we can actually run into a gazer real quick. Well, no gazer here, but we do have a moth, which we haven't seen yet. Doesn't seem especially threatening so far. Oh, Sophia learned the battle art battle cry. Yeah, I thought that Sophia had already learned battle cry. I don't know. Anyway. No gazer here. I'll search around for a little bit, and I'll get back in touch with you when either I've run into a gazer or something new, or I decide to give up and go for one of the other options. Be back, guys. And there we go. Natalie was able to gain spirit travel, which is one of the things that will help us get to the mainland. Now it's just a matter of I'm not really sure how to progress the story. I think Alright, let's go back to Karen's house, actually, instead of Natalie's. Which I believe is this one. Maybe we can just use the art. I'm not sure. Oh, that door is still locked. Because it totally wasn't locked before. She has enough energy to cast it. I don't know if that's gonna help, but let's give it a try. Well, gosh darn it, I don't know. Maybe the tower? Nope, the tower door is still locked. Well, I'm gonna try to figure out something to do here. Be right back, guys. Well, without really knowing much what else to do right now, I guess we'll go with one of the other plans that were available and find an emerald. You remember how I was talking about places with abysmal spawn rates, encounter rates, whatever? This is one of them. Yeah, there are going to be a lot of encounters here, and there's really not much I can do about that. I suppose I could be actually cutting these out, but yeah, I don't really have any software available to cut these out. Oh yeah. Well, in the worst case, I could actually stop the recording during fights. Oh, Karen learned volley. Karen learned volley and can now play volleyball. Oh hey, it's one of those gem orders we were looking for. Yeah, these guys are dangerous little freaks. Actually, I'm going to change ammo to normal arrows. Fortunately enough, it does not cost a turn to switch ammo. Doesn't seem like we got any emeralds out of that. But I will continue looking through this cave because there are a few chests in here. And it could be some pretty useful stuff. Well, the battle music is pretty good anyway. Oh dang, I actually missed what that said. Someone learned a basic art something. That's as much as I got out of that. That's a normal old shell wisp, which of which I do not care. So I can conserve a little bit of energy here by going a little cheaper. Oh my goodness, excuse me. And see if we can find another gem hoarder or two and get the emerald that we need. Oh, mystic potion. Is that a mystic potion of Tir Na Nog? No, it provides a temporary boost to one ally's mystical power. Oh goodness. One of these. Let's get rid of these shell wisps as soon as possible, since they can, you know, heal and drain HP from the back row. You know, let the ranged people take care of that, since I think there is a penalty for going through the front row and attacking the back row. At least we're 4 of us now. I remember one time trying to go through this area with only Sophia and not even knowing her name yet, that early in the game. And that really didn't work out so well. Also, I meant to have Karen attack the Shell Wisp, but that's okay now. Shell Wisp is no more. Ta-da! And some more encounters! Hey, it's a gem order. Four energy, 4 points of damage. It's not gonna work so well. But yes, I swear to you... Oh, there we go. That is what we were looking for. And we also got a combat potion. Map only. But we can't use it here. Can we use the spear travel to... No. So that, of course, means I'm actually going to have to get out of this cave. And I'm going to do that off screen again. One moment. Okay, here we are back at the map. We've gained a couple of levels, a couple of arts, and most importantly, we got that emerald we needed. So now we can use this, hopefully. Aha! Okay. Ta-da! We are at a place. Alright, I'm gonna head on home. Thanks for everything, Karen, Sophia, Amy. Come visit me at the Mystics shop sometime. Oh, Well, what are you gonna do, Karen? You've been a great help to us already, but I expect you'll be heading back to Warwick. Nah, I think I'll stick around with you two for a while longer. I don't really have all that much to do back home, and living in that shop reminds me of how useless I am to that town. Oh, fair enough. The what? Alright. Well, I think that's enough for now. We have done a fair chunk of stuff and things and stuff. So, next time we're going to be figuring out what to do from here and see if we can get any leads on that red altar. I'm Coolio if you don't know, and I'll see you guys next time.